What's going on, everybody? We are going to take a look at Robinhood. This thing has bounced around from $6 to $12, $12 to $6 for the last several years. I think a lot of people are anticipating it's going to do that again, and it very well might. However, there are a lot of catalysts that we should talk about. Let's dive into the chart first. So you can see we're holding above all of our EMAs here, which looks really great. We had a healthy pullback. The fibs I'd be looking at if we did pull back from here would be 1266, which we already touched today, 1174. And if we're going to go higher, we'd be looking for the $13, $14, $16 area. I do have a lot of resistance points and support points on here, so I apologize if it appears messy. I'm sorry, I don't want to clear my lines. I'm going to show you why. So the 100% fib, looking at $16.19, $17, $21, $26. I'm not saying it's going to go there, but those are the fib extensions in the event that this train keeps chugging. So what's interesting here is, like I mentioned, we've constantly bounced around. But if you look at a 3-year, this is what I really want you to look at. When you're analyzing stocks, I want you to look at the volume. Look down here at the volume. Look at that buy volume candle. This is on a weekly chart. So this is the largest buying week we've ever seen on this stock on the week of December 4th. We had one here around the same volume, but this was selling. So again, it's the largest buying volume. That is a very strong indicator, and it's one that I often look for gems. This green line is one of our EMAs. I want to see it clear that, this $20 area. And that's pretty far away from where we are now. But if it can clear the $20 area, there's so much more room to run. Let's take an example of what I'm talking about here. Let's look at Tesla. You can see it's above that green line. So let's go back. What else about Robinhood? If we go back to the chart pattern, all these lines I have on here are for good reason. These were support areas that will now become resistance areas. So these are major areas to look out for going forward. On the lower area, you've got like the 1304. This candle right here wicked from 1407. Yeah, right around a 1539-ish area. But the major support area, which is now resistance I'd be looking for, is right here at 19. If we can clear that, it's very possible that we can wipe out this entire candle here to 24, and then if 24 clears, the runway is really right here from this candle, going back to that $28 mark, and then further higher. So outside of volume, let's talk catalysts. So Robinhood is obviously fintech. Robinhood just expanded into the EU. They're now offering crypto purchases, which is fantastic. That's a massive customer base, obviously. Additionally, the main one is Bitcoin. You're going to hear all this stuff about the Bitcoin ETF. The Bitcoin ETF is not going to get approved. It's going to get approved. It's not going to get approved. Don't worry about it. Don't worry whether it's FUD or whether it's FOMO. I'm not concerned about the ETF. Even if the ETF failed and Bitcoin went to 20 or 30 or whatever it may be, the Bitcoin halving is really what is the true catalyst for Bitcoin going up. At least speaking from a historical perspective. Okay, so historically, the halving after the halving, typically the Bitcoin price goes up. So that's going to, in my personal opinion, cause more people to want to buy Bitcoin, right? A place to buy Bitcoin is Robinhood. A lot of people go on there to buy Bitcoin and do a lot of other trading. I think that's also going to introduce more people into fintech and introduce more people with the ability to quickly trade and have access to their money rapidly rather than using advanced tools. So personally, I do believe that it's very, very possible with this buying pressure here that we could return back to the $20 or $30 area. I'm going to make several other videos going over like the option scans that I use, as well as different other stocks I'm watching. Thanks, guys.